U.S. combat boots are on the rocky ground of Afghanistan tonight, the beginning of an important new phase of Operation Enduring Freedom. CBS News has confirmed that some of the U.S. Army's best trained soldiers are now in country.
You're going to see U.S. Army Rangers and SEALs and other special units get on the ground, root these people out of caves and kill them at close range. It will be very dangerous work, but these are enormously well-trained, well-equipped, and determined people that we're putting in action.
We're just now being told, Senator Edwards, that Pentagon sources have confirmed that the attack, the U.S. strike, has in fact begun.
We can now report that American commandos are in the midst of their first raid into Taliban-held territory inside Afghanistan.
Special Operations Forces, including U.S. Army Rangers, deployed to Afghanistan. They attacked and destroyed targets associated with terrorist activity and Taliban command and control.
We did not ask for this mission, but we will fulfill it. We defend not only our precious freedoms, but also the freedom of people everywhere to live and raise their children free from fear.
I think we're training operators to a better degree than we've ever trained. I think terrorists truly live in fear when you unleash the dogs of war.
It's now been 10 years since the start of the war in Afghanistan. After a decade of conflict, the cost in lives and dollars has been staggering.
I can report to the American people and to the world. The United States has conducted an operation that killed Osama bin Laden, the leader of Al-Qaeda.
And we just signed an agreement with Taliban leaders that puts us in a position to bring our people back home.
It's time to end America's longest war. It's time for American troops to come home. The United States will begin our final withdrawal, begin it on May 1 of this year.
The Taliban is moving quickly to capture more and more of the country as U.S. troop withdrawal nears completion.
U.S. forces have transferred control of the most important air base in Afghanistan to that country's military.
Two suicide bombers assessed to have been ISIS fighters detonated in the vicinity of the Abbey Gate at Hamad Karzai International Airport.
13 Americans killed, 95 Afghans killed, according to the Associated Press. That number is in some flux.
The last American military plane left from Kabul's airport at 3:29 p.m. Eastern Time. A moment in history as that C-17 cargo plane carried the remaining U.S. troops out of the country. 20 years after the U.S. toppled the Taliban in the aftermath of 9/11, that group is back in full control.
You know, people ask, what do we get for the last 20 years? All this warfare, all of this money spent, all of the taxpayer dollars spent, all of our equipment lost. Well, you got no more 9/11s. That's what you got. And that's a pretty good deal. That's not nothing.
Veterans need to take away the positives for what they did and show how they have sprung up businesses, how they have gone into their communities and been elected representatives. They have learned from the experience that they had to make this country better.
I'm not sure the 20-year anniversary is any different from the 19 or the 18 or the 17. The threats are still out there. They always will be. The only thing that makes the 20th anniversary right now different from the 19 before it is we've now chosen not to fight it. And all I can say is I hope we don't live to regret that.